Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, and getting this thing ready to go because we're going to be mowing, before you know it. Look, for people that don't know how a disc bind works, which is what this is what you're mowing. You drive into it, well, with the PTA running, the blades cut it, and they spin it into the rollers. So this one spins this way. All the crop comes around through these rollers, and all these throw it in. Same way the whole way across. Goes through the crimps. Purpose of that is to squeeze the moisture out so stuff will dry down faster. Because if you're doing hay, you want it to be dry. And if you're gonna be chopping it, you want it to be kind of dry, and this just speeds the process up. You don't want to be waiting for days to get that done. And then it throws it into a row using these flaps. They're adjustable with this thing here. So if you're baling hay, you can open it up, really throw it out wide. I mean, you can see how wide that is, pretty wide. So you run the crop through, crimps it, throws it into a nice big row, and gets it dried down for you. So, and we pull it with, we got the quick hitch for the 145 because it's the biggest tractor we got. It makes it nice to pull it because this is, even the 145 is too small for this hay bind, but it works out because you can turn super sharp because this turns, and then you pull the hay bind that way so you can make tight turns. You don't gotta be backing up whenever you're making a turn. So before I do that, I have to unhook the north spreader. Quick hitch goes onto these, and then the top link here to hold it on. So I'll show you guys how that stuff works. So I got the PTO off, lights off, jacked up. This pin's tight. I'm gonna find something to hit it out with. This will work. I got the pin out with the help of my trusty tools from the 7410 toolbox. Put that back. So now we're ready to drive over, put the quick hitch on. Well, 3020 is in the way. I don't really feel like moving it, so I'm just gonna pull it ahead and I'll put the quick hitch on over there. I brought the quick hitch over. I dropped these down, so I'm gonna lift it this high. I'm gonna grab the pins. So I lift it up, I'll rest it in there so I can get a pin in. just like that. Got this pin in. Got these to put through so that it don't come out. I wonder where that one went. And then I got this cotter pin for the top one. So just like that. I don't really like all that slop, but now I lift the handles up. Got that handle lifted. This handle lifted. Brings these in. So then you drop it down, which I'm not going to do this right now. We don't really need it today. Drop it down. This thing's straight, and then you just hook in the hooks. Hook the hook in this side. Pick the haybine up, flip your jack up, and then you're ready to mow hay after you hook the hydraulics up in the PTO. So this is our second year with this haybine. We used to have an old Moco. I mean, it worked, but it was getting wore out. It was 10 foot, and we had a bigger tractor, and then, well, we got a bigger tractor that year, or the year before, I can't really remember. So we thought it'd be a good year to upgrade, to get the 13-foot one. Because we upgraded our rake a few years ago, our tedder. We have our own baler now. So it just makes sense to get the mower to be able to keep up with all the other equipment. Because before that, we had a little baler, and we had a little rake, a little tedder, and you'd mow a little bit, ted a little bit, rake a little bit, bale a little bit, unload it. So those are the old days. They weren't very fun. New days, you can do a lot in one day, versus the old days, it took a month. But technology's great. I still need to go over this haybine yet. Grease it all, which I don't really have time for that today. That'll be another day. And I already went over the knives. Probably check them again, make sure they're all there. They're all sharp. Well, sharp enough to mow with. I'm not worried about that. When they get dull, pop this front bolt out, take the knife out, flip it around, because it's two blades, two cutting edges. So when the one side gets wore, you can flip it. Use the other side for a while. I mean, it'll last a good little bit. And then once that side's junk, you just got to get a new pack of blades and put them on. You can change the blades in this haybine probably an hour by yourself. So it's not I mean, it's time consuming, but it could be worse. I like it doing it in this better than our old Moco. So, and when you're putting the blades in, you want them to be able to move. So say your turtle's spinning here, hit a rock, it'll just kick back. Versus if this was stationary, you hit a rock, it's gonna mess something up, break it, break something underneath, break the top piece, break the whole shell. You don't know. So that's why they designed that. I mean, most all haybines are that way, but that's the way they designed that. I mean, it's pretty good thinking. So I don't know if I said it or if you could figure it out. That haybine folds and unfolds. Got this box here with the switch. If I'm not, yeah, you got to have the light on to mow with. Then you flip the switch, the light will go out. You're able to fold. I'll get a video when we're using it. I don't think I have any videos of it folding up at the moment, but it goes from 13 foot to I think 9. So it really saves you going down the road. We used to drive our 10-footer down the road, and that one very fun. And that one was offset, so that made it even worse. This one's smooth to go down the road, only 9 foot wide. It's safer too, because sometimes cars do not pay attention when you're driving down the road with big farm equipment. But what can you say? So when we start mowing something this year, be sure to get a video. I really enjoy mowing. One of my favorite things to do, except manure hauling. Manure hauling's still on top, always will be. But I enjoy mowing, so I'll get a video of that, because who doesn't like mowing hay? So this will be one of the first stuff we mow over here. Alfalfa. Put it in the silo for the cattle to eat. We chop it 4 or 5 times a year, depending on how the year goes. Makes a good crop, makes good milk. Cows like it. So it grows quick, that's what you want. So probably end of May, beginning of June, we'll be chopping this. And for those of you who missed this guy, he's back on the milker washing. Me and Dave are feeding the calves. He's got a bottle. And I'm bucket training some new ones. Let's head out and get her done. Drinking away. We'll get this one started on a bucket tomorrow morning probably, because he's done pretty good. Check out my brand new shirt. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. And for those of you who don't know, this is Buster the dog. He's a good boy. He always just stays around, just does his own thing all day, every day. Ain't that right, buddy? I hope you enjoyed this video. I didn't really do too much. A lot of talking, just a overview of some of the equipment. Spring's coming up. There'll be good videos coming. Just thought I'd give everyone an idea of what we do and how we do it with our hay. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.